think I'm live. Oh yeah, there we are. I think yeah, I'm live. Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. All right, here we go. So yeah, I decided to have this show. I didn't have a show on Wednesday. It's been a really busy week, so I said, you know what? Next Wednesday is Christmas, which I really didn't know. I didn't realize it until I really thought about it. I was like, oh shit, Christmas is on a Wednesday, which means I can't have Warzone. And I said, oh no, I'll have a Warzone Christmas show. I'm like, no, I'm not going to have that. So I decided that today would be a good day to have this show. So welcome to Warzone Aftermath, episode 002. Looking a little grizzly right. I don't need this. I don't really need this, but I do need to hear notifications. So I have it set up for chat notifications now because I realized the other day when I was playing Warzone, when I was playing, what was I playing? I was streaming something, and I don't hear chat notifications. So, what the fuck is that? Is that a penis? What is that? Oh. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I need somebody send a chat. Somebody type something in the chat so I can see how this is working. So yeah, I got the chat notifications now. What is going on here with everything? Like, what has changed? What has changed? Hey, what's going on? There it is. Fred. I figured Fred would be here. All right, good. That's working. So I got notifications now, so I know when somebody sends me a chat message when I'm playing games. I don't have to keep looking. I had an agenda for the night. Hold on a second. Oh, I said console wars are back. I said console wars are back. So you guys know that I'm not really into this video game console stuff like I used to be. However, not much has changed in terms of me being a gamer. So in the quest to learn more and get info, what's up, Ralph Unreal? In the quest to learn more, I go through and I read news and I read news, and there was this news that Sony is going to bring exclusive games over to Xbox. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but there are already Sony exclusives on Xbox like MLB. They've already started making PC games like Microsoft, and now they're thinking about putting games on Xbox. So I'm reading this news post about this rumor about Sony putting games on Xbox. And in the comments, because you got to go to the comments, somebody says it doesn't make sense to put it on Xbox because their user base is too small. And I thought, what? I'm like, because I haven't been keeping track of sales or anything, so I have no idea what console sales are. So I had to look them up. Xbox has sold, Xbox Series SX has sold over 30 million consoles. 30 million install base. Which makes sense because they're typically past couple years, I'm praying for the day there's one console. Low to high, what's up? I'm about to talk about that low to high, to be honest. So 30 million. Somebody said 30 million is a low install base, low player base, and it'd be a waste of time for Sony to put games on Xbox. So then somebody else echoed that. They said, yeah, yeah, Xbox fan base is too small. Can you turn up the volume a bit? Which volume do you need turned up? because I'm getting good readings on my mic. Wait, what? I'm getting solid in fact, when I look on the live feed, yeah, it's coming out good. Is anybody else getting low volume? I think your volume's on your phone or your computer's too low, Ralph. Because I'm getting, if I turn it, yeah, because if I turn this up any higher, it's gonna pop. Yeah. Yeah, I got this. Here, you want to see? I'll show you. Let's break the fourth wall. We're gonna break the fourth wall. Oh, you can't see it because of that. How can I make this so you can see it? I don't know how. I was gonna show you my OBS, but forget that. Anyway, yeah. So I'm getting like perfect audio readings right now. So anyway, 30 million is too small of a player base to put for Sony to put games on Xbox. So I said, okay, let me look at these numbers. So 30 million, a little over 30 million for Xbox. I think Sony PlayStation 5 is at 64 million. And I always ask myself this question, or I was like if I could get these guys in a room and I'd be like, do you remember when the PlayStation 5 was at 30 million and Xbox was like at 12? Was 30 million a small player base? Was that a small install base for Sony? And they of course would say no. So then I looked at the Nintendo Switch numbers. Nintendo Switch is at, I think it was 144 million. Okay, so going by that logic, if 30 million is small player base, then so is 64 million, because none of them even combined compared to the Nintendo Switch, 144 million. But I don't even give a shit about that. My thing is, it's 30 million. It would make sense for Sony to put games on Xbox, just like it makes sense for Microsoft to put games on PlayStation. And here we are in 2024. It's almost 2025, and I'm like, these are fanboys. And there was another comment in there that said Xbox is done. I'm like, you dudes have been saying Xbox is done since the Xbox 360. It's the same rhetoric. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? In 2024, the same fanboy rhetoric is going on between Sony and Xbox? Really? Is that where we're at right now? Xbox is dead. It has the player base is small at 30 million? At 30 million? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, most of these huge install bases, if you look at most of these huge install bases, their top selling games are around 10 to 12 million. Like, no matter how big the fan base gets, everybody buys different shit. So it's not like if you keep increasing those numbers, more copies of Spider-Man's gonna sell. There's a chance it could sell more, but what happens with a game is a hot game comes out, it sells, it hits a peak, and then sells, hits a peak, and then sells, hits a peak, and then the sales go down. It happens with every fucking game. And then you have the online stuff like Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty continues to just sell like crazy because it's an online game. It's what everybody wants to play. It's a service game. It's got it's got everything. Service campaign. It's got the free Warzone. That game will survive until the next game comes out. But are people still heavily playing God of War Ragnarok? Are they heavily playing Gears of War 5? You know? Because once the campaign's done, all that's left for Gears is multiplayer. I don't know how Gears multiplayer is nowadays, and they don't have multiplayer on the Sony games. So it brings it all back to me. It's like, how is it in this day and age of 2024 that we're still saying this system's dead, or the fan base, or 30 million is too small for a company to put games on a console? Imagine if you're a third-party developer and you're coming out with a game and you're trying to figure out where you want to put your game, and you have this meeting and like, well, you know, Xbox only has 30 million. Let's not put it on there. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, if you have a game, let's say you have a game, and let's say the game sells, let's say it's a $60 game, and you intend that your whole thing is, oh, maybe we'll sell 100,000 copies on Xbox. Let's do it. How much is that going to cost you? It's not going to cost you that much to make the game and sell 100,000 on Xbox, or 300,000, 400,000 on PlayStation or PC or whatever. Those numbers add up. But I don't understand that rhetoric, and I can't believe after all these years of me not reading N4G, not going to gaming forums or websites, I start reading stuff about games because I'm interested to learn some stuff again about this industry, and it's the first fucking thing that I see is the fanboyism is still going. I'm like, I cannot believe it. It's like we've never escaped it. We've never escaped it. It's still going on. It's fucking amazing to me. So, anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up. As soon as I saw, I said, I got to talk about this on the show. I got to talk about this because, you know, we used to have Fanboy of the Week. We used to talk about this stuff all the time. So, somebody send another chat message, please. Just checking. So yeah, I'm still getting stuff together. I actually got some cool stuff made for the streams that will be implemented soon. It's actually already implemented, but this podcast and channel, the podcast. Hey, what's going on? You didn't really miss nothing. Okay, I love getting the chat notifications. Oh, it changes everything. Okay, so yeah, some stuff I'm doing for this. Like, if you subscribe to the channel, it has a cool animation thing, but I really can't ask you guys to do that because you're already subscribed. So, I wonder if I could subscribe with one of my other accounts. Let me see how this works. Watch this. Watch this. Did anything happen? I'm not getting the subscribe notification. Okay, I gotta fix that. Okay, so there's all these things I'm supposed to get that I'm not getting. But anyway, new Superman trailer came out this week. What did you guys think of the new Superman trailer? I'll tell you the issues I have with it, but you need to know, you need to understand what my standpoint is right now on comic book movies, on superhero movies. I don't give a shit anymore. So, case in point, like, the movie could be good, and this really started the downfall of comic book superhero movies for me. Started with Black Panther 2 when they didn't recast T'Challa. That really infuriated me to no end. Because I sat there and I thought about it. I'm like, how many Superman have we had? How many Batman we had? Finally, we get a black superhero franchise that sells billions of dollars, and you're not going to recast T'Challa. I said, so I have boycotted Black Panther 2. I still haven't watched that movie. I don't think I'm ever going to watch it. I don't think I can ever bring myself to watch it. That's where it all started for me. You know, a lot of people talk about, oh, the latest Marvel movie sucked, and this and that, and the message, and I'm like, no, it started for me with Black Panther. There was a couple other movies that I didn't really totally like as much, but the downfall started with Black Panther. And of course, all the Warner Brothers shit with Zack Snyder. And the thing is, and you guys know this, you invest into these movies, you invest into these series. Like, I wanted to see Zack Snyder's Justice League. I wanted to see the full story arc play out. You invest in it, and then when things change and it doesn't happen, it hurts you. It hits you on an emotional level, and it kind of hurts in a way, I guess, when you invest in a franchise and a company, and you go to the movies and you spend all this money and you buy the Blu-rays, and then they come back and tell you, well, we're going to reboot it, or they do a sucky job at the sequels, or they change directors, some other bullshit happens. Obviously, Chadwick Boseman died, which was really, really sad, but they should have recast T'Challa. Okay? So, that's when it started for me. Then, I saw Eternals on demand. I didn't go to the movies to see it. I thought Eternals was okay. A lot of people didn't like that movie. I didn't have an issue with Eternals. What was the movie with the rings? The Kung Fu movie with the rings. That was pretty cool. Very entertaining. I actually liked Ant-Man Quantumania. I didn't say, oh my god, it's the greatest. It wasn't even the greatest in the series, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Not a big deal. I didn't hate on it. On the DC side, Wonder Woman 1984 was probably one of the worst superhero films I've ever seen in my entire life. I haven't seen Aquaman 2 yet. I watched The Batman, so I was kind of pissed off that Ben Affleck, they didn't have him do the Batman, but I said, let me check this movie out. Fucking loved it. But because I've taken a stand against this bullshit that Hollywood's been doing with these superhero movies, I didn't go see the Batman at the movie theater. I waited for it to come on streaming, and I watched it on streaming. I love Thor Ragnarok. I didn't go see Thor Love and Thunder in the movies. Watched it on streaming. And I thought the fighting was really cool in it, but that movie was it was horrible. I was like, what's the point? And what I started, in terms of the Marvel films, what I started to see is they all have the same beats. It's almost like they're all the same movie. They all follow the same beats. And it's like, with a few exceptions in there, but they're not, it's almost like they're not even trying. What's up, Hayabusa? Fred said that's exciting. Justice League was so, yes, it was fucking awesome, and I needed to see that Darkseid fight. But I mean, how many people watch Thor: Love and Thunder here? It's like, no, I'm about to talk about that trailer. I'm opening up to it, Hayabusa. So I'm just like, it's almost like they're not even trying anymore, because I'm watching this. There's a huge emphasis on comedy in the Marvel films, which drives me fucking crazy. But whatever. I've been past that. But I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? Like, what's the point of this? And it's just like, okay, so we're gonna kill off Jane Foster, whatever the hell her name. Let's kill her off. Let's give her cancer, and I don't care if you haven't seen the movie. This isn't a spoiler-free podcast, but let's kill her off with let's give her cancer. All right, let's give that. So that's something Thor has to deal with. And I'm just like, okay, so they put that element in there, and then all this other stuff, and I'm just like, it just seemed like there was no point to it, right? I still have yet to see the Marvels, but I'm going to watch the Marvels, okay? Because I enjoyed Captain Marvel. A lot of people didn't like that. I don't know why. I enjoyed Captain Marvel. I thought it was funny. Thought it was cool. The action was great. I'm going to see the Marvels. It might hurt to watch the Marvels. I might fucking hate it, but I'm going to do it, because that's the only way I can have an educated opinion about this stuff. But I'll tell you what, I haven't paid. The last comic book film that I paid for was Deadpool and Wolverine. Money well spent. Okay? Thank you, Ice. It did suck. Hey, it's Rikus and Rosen. Movies seem boring these days. Yes. Daredevil and Wolverine, top notch, excellent movie. I had to see that in the theater. But I'm like, even movies I'm excited about, like Captain Falcon, Captain America 4 or whatever, I'm excited about that. There was one other one with all the misfits like Bucky Barnes and all them dudes. Whatever that movie is, that actually looks cool. Has more of a serious tone to it, but I'm not gonna give Hollywood my money for this shit anymore because they continue to let me down over and over and over again. Okay, so that brings me full circle to the reboot of the DC universe, which as you could tell, as I've already stated, it did need to happen. They just needed to let Zack Snyder do his thing. Okay. I'm pissed off that James Gunn didn't bring in Henry Cavill to do this movie. Whatever. So James Gunn wanted to do his own thing. Whatever. I like James Gunn. I like his movies. I think he's crazy. I still need to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I like James Gunn. I liked his take on the what the fuck is that movie? What the fuck? God damn it, what's wrong with me? This is what happens when you get old, folks. Suicide Squad. Okay? So I thought that was funny. I laughed my ass off. Because, you know, James, he likes doing the hardcore comedy. He likes that stuff. So I didn't like the suit. I didn't have an issue with the Superman suit like everybody did when they showed that first picture of the Superman suit. I didn't have an issue with that. I had an issue with fucking Green Lantern and Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific all having these biker suits. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are they wearing? Right? Like, what is this? Like, what universe is this where they're all wearing biker suits? And thank God, apparently I found out that they're all a part of some corporation, some group, and that's why they're wearing those suits. I'm like, thank God, because I'm like, James Gunn, what the fuck have you done with the outfits for, especially Green Lantern? Like, Mr. Terrific, it fits him perfectly. Green Lantern, it's not even a black or green suit. And I'm just like, and then I'm looking at the haircut. I'm like, it's just like, it was, to me, it was a bad attempt to make the, what is it, Guy Gardner? I was just like, but that was just from the pictures they showed, the onset pictures. When they showed the trailer, I was like, okay, this actually looks pretty hot. It looks pretty good. When they showed the dog, I was totally against them having the dog in there. But then again, yeah, it's part of Superman's history. They've never done it in the big screen before. So when they showed it, I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool how they brought that in there. How they brought Crypto in there. That opening scene was pretty fucking cool. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. But they're bringing in a lot of characters into this movie. Characters that a lot of the mainstream people, the non-comic book people, don't even know. Like a lot of non-comic book people, they don't know who Mr. Terrific is. You know, and I'm like, okay, so it actually looks like it'll be pretty good. The action looks good in the trailer, but there's been a lot of movies that had great trailers that were horrible. So me personally, as an avid film goer, I never ever let trailers set my expectations. So while the Superman trailer does look good, and it is James Gunn, and he makes good stuff, I'm still, you know, still pissed off that they're rebooting DC in the first place. But you know, I'm not going to go to the movies to see it. I'll wait for it to come on Max, and I'll watch it on Max, and then that's that, because I refuse to give Hollywood my money anymore. I'm just not. There's nothing in the world. There's nothing in the comic book world that'll make me pay money to go see it in the theater anymore. I'm just not doing it. I'm a broken man. Missing Henry was a blow, but it was impressive enough to go see it. I just watched the trailer, not bad. When are you going to see Sonic 3? I haven't watched any of the Sonic films, but I heard they're pretty good. But, so yeah, Superman trailer looked dope. Still not getting me in the theater. And as much as I love The Batman, I won't go see The Batman Part 2. And no more comic book movies for me. because I am like an abused wife at this point. Okay, I'm an abused wife. I'm not dealing with it anymore because they're going to continue to do this shit. Marvel's now trying. Looks like they're trying to bring all the original Avengers cast back for movies. There's rumors that Chris Evans is coming back as Captain America. I'm like, but you killed him off. So you not even killed him off, but he's super old and shriveled. So like, but you couldn't recast Black Panther. Like, I'm not even gonna get into that. It's all very disappointing to me. I'm done. I'm still going to theater for Godzilla movies, still going to theater for James Bond movies, and anything that's really super cool. But Marvel, DC, I'm not spending any more money on them. So I'll wait till it comes on streaming. I'll sit back and watch it for free and enjoy it. Or maybe it sucks. I'm in the middle of right now. So I finished Thor Ragnarok 2 weeks ago. Very lackluster, but the fights were cool. So I got to get back and finish The Acolyte on Disney. Anybody watch The Acolyte? What'd y'all think? that's another franchise I'm done with, Star Wars. But I think if Lucas came back, I'd spend money on a Star Wars movie. But yeah, so watch Guardians 3. It's dark. Yeah, I heard Guardians 3 was dark, but that's good. That's what I like. I like darkness. There was a lot of people in the comments on the Superman trailer that were like talking about, oh, this is what we want from Superman. We want hope. We want, it's all about hope. Like, why do they keep talking about fucking hope? I'm just like, look, he's a fucking superhero and he fights supervillains and he saves the world. Stop talking about all this hope shit, and this is something we missed from Zack Snyder's. And I'm like, did these people not watch The Man of Steel? And all the problems that this dude had dealing with being an alien on a planet and having superpowers and not being able to use them and having to hide them his entire life. Can't get on the football team. Couldn't save his father. That within itself, it's just like, that's serious. Like that's a whole character development right there, and people just like ignore that shit. I'm just like, oh my god. This is why I can't. This is why I try not to read comment sections anymore. I just can't. I'm too old for this shit. Tour console wars are over. Phil Spencer announced it. Yeah, but let's go back. Let's go back to that. Somebody said personally, fuck this new Superman. So in one of the comments on the trailer, somebody said this looks like some CW shit. But what was I gonna say? Oh, getting back to the whole console thing. I told you guys years ago, and I think I may have said this on Warzone Pilot, that Microsoft and Sony are converging to have a single console. It's gonna happen. The console wars will pretty much be done. Because if you think about all the research and development money that Sony and Microsoft have to pay to have separate consoles that you can't share games on, it's hurting their bottom line. It's hurting their bottom line. So at some point, Sony and Microsoft got to say, okay, you make the PlayStation, we'll make the Xbox, but they need to be fully cross-compatible. It needs to happen. And I don't think anybody in here would disagree. Obviously, there's some fanboys out here, but yeah, Sony needs to sell more consoles and things. We need exclusives. Like, people are still talking about exclusives and shit. I tried to tell you guys years ago that the whole exclusive thing is dumb at this point, especially when the hardware is almost identical. Like, what's the point of exclusives? And you say, well, yeah, so you could sell more consoles, but the money is made on the software, not the hardware. It's made on the software, not the hardware. Software and services, because you're only going to get that $2.99 or whatever, or $3.99. You're only going to get that one time to get that customer, but you need that customer to buy software. So if Microsoft's like, yeah, we want to sell games on PlayStation, Sony should be thinking the same thing, because the software sales is what keeps these companies going. We have some chat messages here. Let's see. New Superman trailer looks nice, but the suit looks cheap, like you could get it from Marshalls. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story was sad. Watch documentary. Why does Green Lantern look like the guy from Dumb and Dumber? Somebody said it. Somebody said it. So, Magnum, look up a picture of Guy Gardner. Can I do this? Hey, let me see if I can do this. But he really, even Guy Gardner, this is a poor rendition of it, because, hold on a second, because he's Guy Gardner in the fucking movie, but the Guy Gardner in the comics doesn't look like that. So I don't know. Here, I'll give you Guy Gardner. Okay. I'm creating files right now, so you can see it. I know. All you have to do is look it up on the internet, but let's have some. But I want everybody to see this, so I'm gonna throw this image up real quick. Got to figure out how to do this. Let's see here. I'm gonna add image. Here we go. Image. Okay. Here we go. This is Guy Gardner. See him? This is Guy Gardner from the comic books. And it's not even blonde. It's kind of like red. He's red. He's a redhead, right? And he's got the black and green on. That's Guy Gardner. So, and it's Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion's a dope actor, right? But what the fuck is up with that hair? I don't get it. I don't get it, James. I don't get it. What are you doing? So anyway, there you go. Let's see what else we got here. Superman looks like a guy cosplaying as Superman. You guys are undefeated. I swear to God, that is hilarious. Superman looks like a guy cosplaying as Superman. Holy shit. Daniel says, Sony is still 6 years behind Microsoft and realizing the truth. Consoles are not a big enough platform. Correct. Xbox makes games. I thought they just purchased them nowadays. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's part of the game. You know that. It's the Warzone. It's the war. Oh, trees go to war. That cut is atrocious. There is a version in the comics that has that. Oh, so there's a version that looks like the Nathan Fillion character, John. Oh, everybody. Full Effect Gaming, John Shaw. Welcome, John Shaw, to the room. John, see if you can find a picture for. Let me see if I can find it. Guy Gardner. Let's see. I'll look for blonde Guy Gardner. I'm sorry, I can't find one that looks like him. They did a horrible job with his hair. They did a horrible job. Come on, John. I know you're with me on this. That hair is fucked up compared. I'm looking at a whole mess of Guy Gardner pics right now, and it's not working. It's like somebody said, he looks like the guy from Dumb and Dumber. It's fucking hilarious. But it looks like a bowl cut his mama did. See, Magnum, you've been educated. So yeah, I'll watch it on streaming. They're not gonna get my money. Oh, we have 14 people here. Look at that. All right. I think that's the most that we've had online since the war. Tell everybody we're back. So anyway, so that's my take on that. And again, I'm a broken man. And when you've been broken, when you've been beaten and gone to the home for beaten, broken nerds, you get tired of the shit. So they don't need my money anymore. That's what they've been telling me. We don't need your money, Torrance. No, we didn't finish Justice League for whatever reason. We don't want your money. They don't want my money. You know, we're gonna just keep releasing Batman and Superman films, and James Gunn. He did all this great stuff for Marvel, so he's gonna do all this great stuff for DC. James Gunn. James Gunn has stuff. No, this is a special show. Because I didn't do a show Wednesday. Oh, wait, so what? Magnum and Daniel, you guys like friends in real life and shit? I need to know the answer to that. Because I got a question for Magnum. So, I'll just read a message from John. This feels like a family reunion. So Magnum, does Daniel like really get drunk all the time? So anyway, yeah, I don't know if you guys in the chat feel like I do about superhero movies. I need something more cerebral nowadays and I say that while at the same time still paying for Godzilla movies, because at least I know what I'm getting with the Godzilla movies. They're sticking to the blueprint, and I'm happy with that. You know? Wait, did you guys meet on the Warzone and start dating? He's like, we've been good buds since the Warzone, since we met on the Warzone. So yeah, I'm just a broken man. I don't even watch much TV anymore. I am a YouTube guy. I am a YouTube fiend right now because there's an education you can get on YouTube. So I watch YouTube for education. I watch YouTube to learn things. I watch YouTube for entertainment, and I feel that in this day and age, what I'm getting from YouTube is more valuable than anything any Hollywood studio can give me. So that's where I put my time now. I literally come home, and YouTube is my favorite channel. That's what I watch. I watch my fishing shows. I watch my photography guys. I watch my filmography guys. I watch all the tech reviews. That's my shit right now. Like, there are certain things I watch on TV, like Reacher. Reacher is one of the dopest shows to hit the tube in decades. I don't know if you guys watch Reacher, but Reacher doesn't give a fuck about being PC. It's just in your face, hardcore fucking ass kicking. Okay? And the men and the women on that show are badasses. And it's not like they're not like throwing it in your face, you know, but they're just fucking bad. If you haven't started watching Reacher yet, you need to watch it. That is the one thing that I will shut YouTube off for, is fucking Reacher. When season 3 comes out, I will be right there to steamroll every episode, because it's such a fucking good show. It makes you feel good inside. Don't start to AK Mr. Anal Beads. You still remember the fucking anal beads? That's what I bring you all this entertainment for decades, and that's the one thing you remember is fucking round things going up my ass. Really? Oh God. So yeah, it's a thing, man. Like YouTube, I actually pay YouTube Premium to get rid of all the ads, and I have a bunch of channels. So I got Davis Daily, and I got my Bubba Bass English channel. The Bubba Bass Angler is the premium, and Davis Daily isn't. So when I switch over to Davis Daily, I get all the ads. It drives me fucking crazy. I don't feel like paying for 2 premiums. But you wouldn't believe how many channels I subscribe to. It's so entertaining for me to come home after work, after I play Titanfall with my friends and eat dinner, to sit down and click YouTube and see all the new videos. I don't know how this happened or when it happened, but I just like fucking network TV. You know, Like new shows come out all the time. This is good shit. We started watching that show called Tracker, and it was all right. It was pretty good. It was all right, but you know, it's just like okay, you know, he found the dude in like 20 minutes. But Reacher, oh god, you gotta watch fucking Reacher. Freddie, you watch Reacher? Freddie gets some TV in. That dude gets some TV in. Plus now everything's fucked up for me. My whole world got flipped upside down when I got my MetaQuest. I'm just, and it's so funny to me because I've been waiting. I was waiting for the perfect time to get it. John Shaw was in my ear, and every time I thought about VR, I heard his voice. What are you playing that 2D flat screen bullshit for? You need to be in VR. Every time I thought about VR, I thought about John. And then I finally got it. And it still blows my mind to this day. I actually recorded, I put it on my dad's head. Because I hadn't showed my dad VR since I had the Oculus Dev Kit 2. And he was blown away back then. That was like 10 years ago. So I put the MetaQuest on his head. And I put him in the front row seats of the NBA basketball game. He was fucking blown away. He was like, "You don't even need to go to the game. You don't need to go to the game. You could just." Oh my! He was like, "Oh shit!" And he was looking at. I actually have it on video. It was hilarious. Wait, what am I missing here? Tor, how does it feel to accurately predict the future of gaming a decade plus ago? I guess it feels good. I guess when these things happen, when Microsoft started putting games on Sony, when Sony started putting games on PC, and then when Sony is now rumored to be putting them on Xbox, I'm like, I told these motherfuckers. I told them because it just makes sense. Because let's put it this way, if you're a fanboy, you can't see that. You can't see that future, right? Because you got your blinders on. But if you're a real gamer and you understand the industry, it's not even like, it's not Nostradamus shit. It's just common sense. Microsoft and Sony can't keep spending money to be separate from each other. Tor did not predict woke games across the industry. I don't even know about that because I haven't gotten any woke games. I heard they're out there. I hate even using that word, but I know what you're talking about. But that whole thing is literally 2020 up to the last 5 or 6 years. But I don't buy a lot of games on console because I have Game Pass Ultimate, and B, I haven't up until now, really, I haven't been gaming that much. I missed the last 2 Call of Duties, didn't bother with them. I'm still not done with Halo fucking 5. There's just so what happens is after I finish fishing, I usually take time in the winter to catch up on games and play games. But then I started doing all this Davis Daily and all this shit. So I got more and more into it. And then I got better at gaming. Something just happened. Something clicked and I got better at gaming. So I've been doing more gaming in 2024 than I have probably in the last 10 years. So it's cool, you know, but a lot of this stuff that happens in the industry, it's just common sense. Like when Sony tried to tell you all that the PlayStation 5 games ain't going to come out on a PlayStation 4. When they tried to tell you that, I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I just got through telling you guys that you have to sell games to be successful. At the time when all that shit came out, the Spider-Man 2, Sony didn't have a huge install base, and people wanted to play that game. And there was no reason why they shouldn't put it on the PS4. And look what happened. It came on the PS4. Same with Xbox and that Kinect bullshit. You got to have Kinect to use the Xbox. It's just like, stop with this bullshit. Have a fucking caucus. Have a fucking meeting, Sony and Microsoft, and say, I'm pretty sure that they could do a patch on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One X right now where you could play a PlayStation 5 game on the Xbox One X, a Series X, and you can play an Xbox game on the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure they could do it with software. I'd bet a whole lot of money that they could do that because the hardware is identical, with the exception of some encryption and maybe just the OS front end. They could load that OS on the fly. They could load the Xbox OS on a PlayStation and vice versa. They could do it. It's the same fucking CPU, GPU. Just a couple of tweaks. They can make those games work. They could do it. You saw Microsoft do it with the OG Xbox games, loading up the emulator, which is basically loading up the OS for the OG Xbox in order to play those games. It's not rocket science. PCs can do that shit. PC's been doing that shit for years. No one can predict the woke bullshit. That's an epidemic. You need to get one of those shooters I told you about so we can game. Which one? I have. Oh, actually, I only got the Veil demo. I will. It's hard for me, John. But that I still owe Freddie some Splinter Cell. I ain't doing nothing until me and Freddie do co-op Splinter Cell. And then once we do that, then the world is mine. What happened to Michael A? Who gives a shit? I tend to play old school games now. Damn, I miss that Microsoft streaming app because this delay is ass. Why are you getting such a huge delay? Is the delay between you guys typing something in the chat and me responding to it? That's because some stuff I'm just letting sit there and then I'm getting back to it later. There was a PS3 dev kit with Gears of War on it, Tor. Yeah, I know. I know about all the secret stuff. Remember I told you guys years ago that Final Fantasy 15 was going to come out to Xbox? And I found out because I grabbed a Square dev and I asked him. And then it happened. This is how you find things out. You just got to ask questions and you get answers. People don't give a shit. There's no embargo in a conversation. Which Splinter Cell? Splinter Cell Blacklist, I think it was called, or something. It's like the game's like 6 or 7 years old. And I promised Freddie I would do co-op with him. It'd be a great stream. If you guys have Prime, they're giving out a lot of good free games. Amazon Prime's giving out free games? What? Wait a minute. What? Let's stop the show for a second. Hold on. I don't need any more games. I'm going to search for free games on Amazon Prime. I have no idea what you did. If you look on your screen when you see it, it's not when we typed it. Yep. Yeah, we got to play Splinter Cell Co-op, but I think they cut off. No, they didn't. Then we'll do fucking Sniper Elite or something. What's with these free games on Amazon? Please explain, because I didn't know about this. Is it for the Luna? Let's see here. Prime Gaming. Discover, download, and play games. What the fuck? What? Are you fucking kidding me? Dawn of War 2 claim game. I just bought this on fucking Steam and I could have got it free with my Prime subscription. Are you fucking kidding me? What else do they have? They got Star Wars Bounty Hunter game, Outer Worlds, Electrician Simulator. What? Now I literally just bought Dawn of War like 3 weeks ago. And I could have got it here. Oh shit, they got... Okay, so Death Stranding, that's Luna. How come I didn't know about this? Predator Hunting Grounds. So are these like PC versions of the game? I'm gonna get a game right now. Hold on a second. Elite Dangerous. I should have that free anyway, because I paid for that. What the fuck is going on here? Wait a minute. When did this happen? How come I don't know about this? I pay for Prime. I pay good money for Prime. I'm gonna get a game because I need to see how they. I need to do this. Let's see here. I'll get. I want to get something small. I'll get Spelunky. Okay, Spelunky is a platform with lots of monsters and traps, included with Prime, available through January 8th. And it's a Windows game. Get game. Claim code. Click on the claim code. Redirected to GOG? Are you kidding me? They're working with GOG? Already claimed Spelunky with GOG. Play with Luna. So wait a second. You done fucked me. You fucked the whole show up. So Amazon Prime is working with GOG. So I wonder if the GOG code is an actual Steam code or is it just Windows? I think it's just Windows. Holy shit, dude. I'm so fucked up right now. Are you kidding me? Let me catch up on some of these chats here. Check Prime Gaming Tour. Do you ever foresee you going back to the format you had with TeamSpeak? I don't think so. I don't know. Because I do like interacting with people during the show. I think it's great. So I might get into that real soon. But I'm debating on it. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. But I think it would be cool to have a couple people on here with me. Because that's when it really gets funny. So I've been thinking about that. Funny you asked that question. Tori, you and Freddie should play that. It takes two games. Oh, it takes 2 games. You get free games on Twitch TV. Yeah, I heard about the Twitch stuff. Epic Games app has free games too. I got GTA 5 from Epic free, so I haven't played it. Now to never gonna buy games. Yes, you're the only one technically can't keep forever are the Prime ones because you have to have Prime, but other are GOG, Epic, Microsoft Store. I hate that they stopped console support on Elite Dangerous. My back catalog is insane. Thanks. John, what the fuck is GOG? John, you've never been to GOG? Dude, that's a great place to get PC games, man. GOG is the shit. I wouldn't say it's better than Steam. But yeah, GOG is dope, dude. I've gotten a few things off of GOG. Actually, let me log into my GOG account. Let's see. Let's see what I have there. There it is. Torrance Davis. Continue to GOG. Oh, shit. Do I have to put the password in? Oh, connect my GOG account. Oh, what did I use? Two-step security. Okay. Multi-factor authentication. You guys fucked up my... You guys have taken over my show with this stuff. Alright, so I'm logged into GOG. Accept all that stuff. Let's see what I have. I actually have something in my cart. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I own it already. So why is it in my cart? So let's see. 9 games that I got on GOG. Let's see what I have. Let's see what I purchased on GOG. I got Beneath the Steel Sky, Tyrion 2000, Dragon's Sphere, Ultima 4, Treasure Adventure Game, Worlds of Ultima, Warsaw, Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and Witcher 3 Red Kit. I got all that stuff on GOG. So there it is. Tor, you're the only one that can find Jagon. It's a must. Did you guys notice the little Jagon Easter egg I put in that Warzone thumbnail, Warzone Aftermath thumbnail. See if you can find it. So I can't remember how old Jagon was when we did this before, when we did the show. But I honestly believe that he got older, he got mature. He may have got himself a wife. But I know at one point he was done with the internet. And I don't know if he thought that people were making fun of him on the Warzone or something. I don't know what happened to him, but he went cold turkey. And I'm like, dude, people want you on the show. They love you, you know. But he didn't want to do it. I wanted him to come back for the Warzone, the 400 episode a few years back, but he didn't want to do it. But he's still, we're still friends on Steam. He's still on there. He still plays games. I haven't seen him in a while though. Like when I was looking, I saw him. But if I go and I open up my friends tab, let's see if Jagon's here. No, Mega Jack's still there. Ice is still there. iMix Master. QL is still there. The Mad Gamer. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Jagon. I'm pretty sure he probably got himself a wife. I mean, he's enjoying life. You know, so good for him. Good for him. You know. But I would like to, you know, one of my bucket list items is to get out to Dubai. So maybe I'll try to, when I make that trip, I'll see if I can hook up with him and meet him in person. That would be good. Tor, send an SOS to Dirty Bird. He muted us on the fan zone, announced his retirement, and left. I'm still here. Oh, he did that on the fan zone. So it was something you guys did. Yeah, the Bitbag YouTube channel's still up. Techio's still up. Shut the fuck up and play. They're all still up, and I have access to every single one of them. I have all those videos where John was yelling at Dirty Bird. They're all out there. They're all out there. You shut up. You come shut me up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Those were the funniest days. Those were the funniest. What the fuck are you doing? You know, I need to download that video off of that channel and put it up on this channel. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Oh my God. That shit was hilarious. Especially the Diablo argument. The Diablo argument had me pissing my pants. Oh my God. Oh my God. So anyway, 24-hour stream is still gonna happen. It's so weird because I was ready to do this 24-hour stream. And I just hit my 24-hour fast. So I'm actually trying to do a 72-hour fast. I'm trying to go all the way to Sunday to 10 o'clock. I might not do it, though, because I'm supposed to start the fast at like 2 in the afternoon, 3 at the latest. Shit got fucked up, and I didn't start my fast until like 10:30 the other night. And I'm like, fuck, how am I going to do 72 hours? See, if I started at 2, by Sunday at 2 p.m., I'd be done. Oh, really, John? Oh, you want to bet? You want to bet, John? You want to bet? You want to do a little wager? Some free meta games? So, there is a game that I am testing that releases in January on the MetaQuest. The review is under embargo. But if you check thecoalition.com, you'll see the trailer for the game that I'm playing. Something else I want to bring up here tonight. Oh yeah, 24-hour stream. So, Popeyes. No, dude, I don't eat that stuff anymore. I don't eat KFC. I don't eat Popeyes. I don't eat fried chicken anymore. I don't eat garbage. Only the good shit. I have steaks mostly every night. I grind my own hamburgers now. I eat lots of eggs. But the 24-hour thing fast is crazy because when you start the fast, like right at the beginning, you're okay. Toward the end of that first day, every single thought is a sandwich, a hamburger, a cup of coffee, a steak. Oh, that's right, I'm doing a fast, right? Once you fall asleep and wake up again, you wake up full of energy, like super energy. Your clarity is enhanced and you feel like $1,000,000. So once you get past the 24 and you're in that second day, if you could stretch it, you're in that second day, you have all this energy. By the end of the second day, you start becoming really lethargic because you're not giving your body any nutrients, and it's starting to cycle out your bad cells, and you're in autophagy and all that stuff. By the third day, but it's easy at that point. But by the third day, you're like, okay, 72 hours. Let me get to that third day. So I did it wrong. I should have started at 2. So I might break my fast tomorrow for breakfast and then do the 3-day fast next week. But the 24-hour stream is going to happen. Christmas is in the middle of the week, which kind of sucks. But it's going to happen. If not, I'm actually going to do it before I go to CES. I'm going to try and do it before I go to CES. It's going to be tough, but I'm going to try and do it. But it's going to happen. So be on the lookout for it. I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. And have you and John on the podcast. Tor's like Dexter with eating steaks. He come out a fast like a vampire eating raw steak. No, man, I'm cool. I'll wake up tomorrow, and if I want to keep going, I'll keep going. But I'll probably say like by tomorrow. Let's do the math. So it's 11 right now. 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll be 33 hours into my fast by the time I wake up tomorrow. And probably 34, 35 by the time I cook something and eat something. Or maybe I'll keep going. I don't know. But I started wrong. So I might as well end it and do it over again next week. So anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. I haven't had anything to eat since yesterday. At 10, I think 10:30 was the last thing I had. So I want to do a fast, but it would be how much food I can eat in 72 hours. The Stalker 2 A Life update is insane. You should check it out. I want to get Half-Life Alyx and play that because I've heard nothing but great things about that. So I might get that for myself for Christmas and play it. Or maybe John can get it for me after I do my 24-hour fast. Excellent. All right. Wow, look at that. 15 people are on. I don't even know who all 15 people are. Like, there's people that are watching this stream right now, and they're not chatting. I have no idea who they are. So that's cool. You know? So no Warzone next week. There will be some videos posted next week. I got some videos in the queue to post next week. I hope everybody has a happy holiday. Don't spend too much money. And if you don't have any young children, then great. You get to save money. Don't spend that much money because you're going to need it for next year. You're going to need all that extra money next year. You're going to need it. So have a great holiday. And CES is going to be here in 2 weeks. I don't think I'm going to do the 24-hour stream before I go to CES. I don't think that's possible. So CES is going to be here in 2 weeks. I will be doing Davis Daily from CES. You should see my fucking calendar for CES. It's insane. It's insane right now. It's so cool because I got breakfasts and dinners already lined up. I'm not going to have to pay for any food. It's beautiful. Life is beautiful. There needs to be a Christmas Warzone. There almost was a Christmas Warzone. I almost did it. I almost said, you know what? I'm going to do Warzone on Christmas. But my aunts are in town, and I'm going to spend time with the family. I'm going to do the Christmas thing, and I'm going to chill. And yeah, that's it. It's gonna happen. John, why don't you think I can do it? Why don't you think I can do it? I might fall asleep on the stream, but that's still doing it. 8 hours of that stream might be me like this. Come up with drool and shit on my lips. forget I'm live. That would be hilarious. Is this the last show for the year? Maybe. I get yeah. Oh, this is yeah. This might be the last show for the year. Cause shit, man, what the fuck? Time is flying by so fast. Where are we right now? Where are we? So let me get into December. I'm looking at my. Okay, here we are. I could technically do a show on Tuesday the 31st if I wanted to. I don't know. This very that's not this might be the last show of the year, but think about it. This is Warzone. This is the Warzone Aftermath episode 2. Is it 2? Or is it 3? This is 2, but it's actually 3. So I'm getting old, y'all. I'm getting old. Okay, I'm getting fucking old. You want to hear some old stuff? You want to hear some old stuff before I get off? How about this? I'm a coffee dude, right? So I get up and I make coffee almost every day. One morning I got up, I cleaned out the filter because I have a reusable filter. I put it in there and I filled up the thing with water and I pressed brew. And what do you think came out of the coffee? What kind of coffee did I have? I had water coffee because I didn't put the coffee grinds into the filter. Okay? All right. Want another one? So I got these nice sweatpants and I got socks and everything and I wash my clothes and I go to work and I'm like, I was trying to find like, my socks were uneven. Like I should have had like so many pairs, but I didn't. So I figured out maybe there's still a sock in the dryer. I get out my car, doing stuff around my car. I look down. There's one of my socks on the ground. Why? Because it was stuck in my pant leg from when it was in the dryer. I'm getting old, y'all. I'm getting old. How about this? I walk into the kitchen. I was like walking to the kitchen with a purpose, and then somebody talks to me or whatever, or says something to me, and I get in the kitchen, and I'm like, what the fuck did I come in here for? I forgot what I came in here for. And the absolute worst old man thing, and this might not even be an old man thing. I'm sure this happens to everybody. When you grab your phone because you want to Google something, and you grab it, and you open your phone, and you're like, oh, some email. Go through the email, and you're like, what the fuck was I going to Google? Oh, shit. And you're sitting there, and you're fucking pissed off, because you knew you were going to Google something, because it was going to be some cool information, and you really wanted that information, but you got sidetracked, and you forgot what the fuck you were going to Google, and you were hoping it comes back to you later. You put your phone down. That shit never comes back. You know. What else? There's something else. There's something else that I did when I was cooking, when I was making coffee. I've done some crazy thing. One of my friends, he put his underwear on backwards. He put his underwear on backwards. He went to go to the bathroom and there was no hole there. He's like, what the fuck? He was wearing his underwear backwards all day. Imagine you're at the urinal trying to figure out to go. Where the fuck is the hole? I gotta go. Oh shit. Oh my god. Anyway, we're a little over now, and More people keep signing on. I have 18 people on now. Like, what the fuck? Like, where were you guys at 10? It's my fault. I really didn't give you guys enough notice that we were having a show tonight, but we'll be back. And I'll decide what I'm gonna do. Whether fuck, I made a cup of tea tonight. What was this tea for? This is chamomile tea. I made this tea so I could drink it during the show. Don't you know I forgot this thing was sitting next to me all night, and now it's not going to be hot anymore? There goes one for you. What the fuck? That was a good cup of tea too. All right, let me drink a little bit of this here. I'm getting old. It's cold now. It's not even hot. Man, I'm pissed off because I wanted to have a nice hot cup of tea and drink my tea while I was doing the show. I sat it down and completely forgot about it. I don't know. Well, I will see you guys. Thank you for supporting me all these years. I'm glad I'm back. I hope you're glad I'm back because y'all been asking for it, so I'm back. Whether we have people on live or not is still to be determined. But let's just get the show in gear and get it going and get some more subscribers. And if you want to buy me a coffee, just hit the tip jar, streamlabs.com/VGWarzone. Buy me a coffee if you want. And do it now while you have money before next year. I'm killing myself. Here. Anyway, need to get a tumbler. This is what I use for my water. Okay. But when I'm home, I like to drink coffee out of cups, out of mugs. Chiba Smoke. Chiba Smoke, are you a long-time listener too? Oh, there's some new mobile gaming stuff that I've been invited to at CES. That'll be on Davis Daily. It's going to be a full week of Davis Daily. Davis Daily, like when I really try to go hard at CES, and I go, I film the show, I eat, and then I go into the hotel room, and then I edit on my Microsoft service and hit the upload button for you guys. Boom, boom, boom. It's dope. All right, you guys, have a great holiday. Thanks for coming. And I'll see you on the next show. And stay away from Stanley. They got recalls right now. I have Stanley cups, but I got the good shit. I know that they have lead in theirs. Tor comes back for Gameageddon 2.0. I know that they Stanley has been called for having lead in theirs, but all my Stanleys are stainless steel. I don't fuck around with anything else. I don't even do plastics anymore. Peace. Ralph is Unreal Engine 5. All right, you go. I can do this all night. Let me go. I will see you guys on the next show. Peace out. Okay.